Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Throwing on first down is Allen, and his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and now it's second down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. What if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up?
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Allen, and that is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers a week ago for Everett. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
On 1st down, Goff. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A look now at the Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Star Lotulelei. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one's incomplete. Rhett Allison, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 22 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Allen. It's caught, Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Rams 3.
59. You must be dreaming. No. Off.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Third and 2, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You see me?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They begin the drive with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Let's go.
So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. 3rd and long, it's Goff.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Goff on 1st down. And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Goff. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. After the sack on first down, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first down throw. Goff working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now pretty amazing. 14 of 16. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You remember me? You remember me?
On first down, it's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen, and he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Full start, offense.
Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
It's a pickup of 17 there. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go! Let's go!
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39 yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Singletary. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to 5. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now it's gone. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Allen, and that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st down, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Goff's throw here finds Woods. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dean Lowry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
59.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Henderson, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage. You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check, 59. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On the ground, this is Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Goff now looking to throw, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he fires one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second and goal.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
On second and goal, Allen, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
The point after is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Los Angeles, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.